All right, your hint for the next team is documentary.
Documentary. Is that
hmm
LAFC?
It is. It's
That's,
LAFC.
that was niche, man. I didn't.
Listen, I can't just hand you easy hints every time.
Some of these are. That's a good one.
All right, LAFC are 4-2-0 this season, unbeaten so far. Third in the Western Conference, mainly because they have a game in hand still to play with the LA was it El Trafico getting canceled week one.
Yep.
Um, top player, I
This
think
has
this
got to be the easiest list ever. We just got to knock this out.
top player, Dennis Buanga.
Yeah,
That's an easy
Denny,
one.
Denny, be respectful.
Denny,
Denny
Denny,
Bouanga.
Denny
Yeah,
Buanga. Okay, sorry, Denny
I know.
Buanga.
That's just
Uh,
silly if nobody picks him.
yes, Denny Buanga is the obvious one. For top player, one of the top players in the entire league, let alone LAFC.
Correct.
Most impressive player, Denny Buanga.
Oh no, different.
I have an honorable mention.
Is your
Maybe
honorable mention Timothy Tillman because
it
he's
is Timothy Tillman. Yes, but
definitely didn't expect it out of him
yeah,
when he came in because he's just Malik's bigger brother and nobody had heard of him until he came over to LAFC. But man, oh man, did he have a great start to this year, filling in for basically filling the Latif role, and he's done it so well. 2 goals, 0 assists, in that attacking mid role, just about 400 minutes. But really, I mean, you look at it, key passes outside of Vela, he's up there with just about one a game. So um, doing the good work on the ball, really impressed by his play.
yeah. I mean, I went Buanga mainly because in the short sample size that we saw last season, where he played about 500 minutes, he had 1 goal, 0 assists. Now this season, he's played 456 minutes, 40 less than what he's had last year, and he has 7 goal contributions versus the one he had last year. Like it has been a completely different player.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. All right. Least impressive player. This
Good
one's
luck.
definitely tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good luck.
This one is like it's a reach, and I'm definitely stretching on this one, but I went with Kellen Acosta. I don't think Kellen Acosta is a bad player in the slightest. Obviously, you and I, we love Kellen Acosta, especially when he is a fullback. But I've gone Kellen Acosta because ratings wise, he was a bit lower on the sites. He's another one of those midfielders, so it's kind of tough. Can't really just go off of clean sheets, goals, or assists. But he was 10th on SofaScore in terms of rating, and on Who Scored, he was 13th. Um, and while that's definitely not bad, and he's had good ratings on both sites, I just think Kellen Acosta is one of the better midfielders in the league. So I think he's even better than what he's been playing this season.
It's just really funny because Kellen Acosta on WhoScored.com has 6.83 rating, which would be like the best midfielder on half of the teams in the league right now.
Yeah, and he's
That's
13th on LAFC. It's
yeah,
crazy.
exactly. That's how tough we're pulling for this because not only are they running the table right now, but they're also running it in Champions League too.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
I went with Daniil Maldonado. Why? Because they signed him this summer and he has not done much. Now, what that has to do with him? Absolutely nothing. But I am not picking anybody else from that list because it's just not fair.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I maybe you could have went with. I thought you were going to maybe go Jose Cifuentes.
I thought about it too. Thought about it too because he was
You were
supposed to
super
be.
high on him last year.
I was maybe nobody
So
needs to
maybe
nobody
it's
needs to
in.
look that up. Nobody needs to look
It's
that up.
documented.
No, it isn't.
It's official.
Do not even think about trying to look that up. Um, yeah, he was in there to kind of well. I'm almost wondering if Tillman, and again, I don't watch LAFC all the time, but Tillman, did he really take more of Cifuentes' spot than Latif? Because Cifuentes only has 2 starts this year. And here's the thing: we're also looking at this without really mentioning the elephant in the room, which is massive rotation during Champions League weeks. So you can't really pick on anybody for not playing or whatever. Which is why I went with Maldonado, because in this world of massive rotation, he's the only one who really doesn't have a lot of impact outside of Eldin Jakubovic. But yeah,
Everton legend.
yeah, man, that dude, Everton makes the world takes, baby, including the championship.
Yeah, this is impossible. It was
So
probably the hardest question out of every team we've done so far.
Yeah, so let's just go to the next one.
Yeah. Overachieving, underachieving. I think this is an obvious one, but they are clearly underachieving considering they're not in first place right now. What are they doing? Absolutely slacking. Get that extra game in there. I don't care. That's a lousy excuse. No, obviously just right. They have been unbeaten. Honestly, I would almost say it's overachieving what I even expected of them, even though I think I had them first.
No, you didn't.
No, I had Austin first. I had them second.
Don't even try and hide
It
that.
was listen, it's second. Okay, I had them second. So I think what they've been able to do in terms of balancing CCL and the league, clearly we see that's not easy. We saw it last year with Seattle. They couldn't do it.
We're seeing it this year with Philly.
Philly can't do it. Orlando can't do it. LAFC are crushing it, knocking it out of the park. They're rewriting what it means to be an MLS franchise.
All right, here's my question for you.
Okay.
If LAFC win the Champions League, MLS Cup, Supporters Shield treble, does MLS completely look the other way in all the rules that they definitely broke to get this team and just let it happen?
I think you give them the LA Galaxy punishment. Slight slap on the wrist. Yeah. But I can't imagine they'll go or they give them the early 2010s Galaxy treatment and rewrite the rules for them.
That's what I'm thinking.
Which I'm on board for. I'm on board for that.
Listen, if they win that treble, you're dang right. Go ahead. Have fun. That would be back to back doubles of the hardest thing that you can do, plus the Champions League. Yeah. Right to my veins.
Yeah, you can have 4 DPs. That's okay.
40 P, spend $9 million a gam. Do whatever you want to do. Just keep winning.
Yeah, exactly. My question for you, is this team relying too much on just Denny Bouanga?
No. Bouanga's putting the ball away, but you've still got Tillman who's doing well. Vela's been underachieving 100%. You haven't seen Opoku do much, but here's the thing: like all those goals are being picked up by other players or by Bouanga. But if Bouanga goes quiet, it's not like they're going to go dead. They've got so many other weapons, right? Vela still hasn't kicked off. Opoku, we just mentioned. Stipe Buik has done very well, still gaining confidence there. Cifuentes still hasn't really kicked himself off yet. You got tons of talent in that team. I am not worried in the slightest.
Yeah, I don't think there's a real worry either. Just ask the question considering he has scored 50% of their goals. But yeah, I agree with you. I think they'll be fine. I know we did talk early in the season about there being slight worries with the team being a bit thin, but I still think the team they'll definitely be successful, even if Bouanga cooled down a lot.
Which he will, by the way.
Yeah, he's not going to stay at this rate the entire season.
Or be here the entire season.
Well, we'll see about that. Maybe that should have been the question for you, but you kind of already answered that already.
Next.